Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Nahalia from the GMS New Orleans Church. And before I begin, I want to give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kagodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. Shalom. For this quick video, I want to go into how we have to wait upon our Lord for deliverance and vengeance. All right, because our Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, He's coming to save and rescue His people. All right, but He's also coming with a sword, all right, to judge. Right, so to start it off, I'll get this is Deuteronomy 28 and 68. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships," right? And that Egypt again is talking about America, right? Because there was never a time in history where we were brought to ancient Egypt by ships, by way of ships. The only time that happened was during the transatlantic slave trade, right? So this is a prophecy that has already come to pass, and it's still, and it still applies today, right? It says, "By the way whereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you." Right, and we were sold to our enemies, put on auction and blocks, and no man shall buy you. Right, and buy going into save or rescue. Right, no man was going to save us from living out that prophecy. No one was going to stop us from or rescue us from coming into Babylon the Great on slave ships, all right, to go into captivity, all right, under the Edomites, right? Because ultimately the Lord has to come get us. He has to come rescue us. So He's going to be the one to buy us back. This is that word "buy" in a blue letter Bible. It's H7069. Chana. The outline of biblical usage, it says to get, acquire, create, buy, possess, to get, acquire, obtain. It says of God originating, creating, redeeming His people. In the Strongs, in the Strong's definition, it says to purchase, recover, redeem. Right, so the Lord is going to buy us back. He's going to recover us. Right, so you can't recover anything that you didn't have already. All right, we were once, the Lord's, in the Lord's possession, in the Lord's hand, one with the Lord, and then we were sold into captivity, under the Edomites, under many nations actually, all right, but prominently, Edom, chiefly Esau, Edom. This is that word "buy" in the online etymology. It says Middle English, bien. It says get by paying for, right? What else is there more? Redeem, ransom. Right, but it says get by paying for, right? So Yahweh Shai, He is going to come back, all right, and He has a payment for those who held us fast and wouldn't let us go, right? Chiefly Esau, Edom. He has a payment for Esau, Edom, right? So He's going to come back, and when it's time for Him to save us and deliver us out of the hand of our enemies, He's going to come with a payment, and that payment is going to be judgment, bloodshed, all right, because He's coming with a sword. Ooch, I get back that up. I'm gonna get this is Jeremiah 50 and 33. Too far. It says, "Thus said the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together." Right, the children of Israel represent the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah represent the southern kingdom. When they come together, right, it's one nation. It says the children of Judah were oppressed together, and we were oppressed together here in Babylon, right, America. So-called Latinos, Native Americans, right, Negroes. We're in the land of our captivity under Esau, Edom, in America being oppressed, right, in the same land. It says, "And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Their Redeemer," verse 34, "their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon." Babylon, aka America, right? But in the beginning, it says the Redeemer is strong. So I'll go into that word Redeemer in the blue letter. It's Gaal or Gaal, H1350. The outline of biblical usage, it says to redeem, act as kinsman, redeemer, avenge, revenge. Right? Go down. To redeem by payment, individuals from debt, Israel from Egyptian bondage. Right? We know America today is spiritually Egypt. Right? But it says to avenge, revenge Israel from Egyptian bondage. You know, and that's ultimately what Yahweh Shai is coming to do. So we must wait on him. There's nothing we can do ourselves but serve the Lord in all truth and sincerity and faith unwavering, right? We have to wait upon Yahweh Shai to come rescue us, because as it said in that Deuteronomy 28 verse 68, no man shall buy you, all right? We can't save ourselves. The only man that can save us is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We have no power, all right? We're in the hand of our enemies. Yahweh Shai is the one with the power. And when he comes back and crack those clouds, right, that's gonna be our deliverance out of this place. Salaki, this is Romans 12 and 19. "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said the Lord." Right? Vengeance is for the Lord, right? He has to be the first one to he has to get first blood on this devil before anybody. So we can't, and that's why all these organizations, Black Panther Party, if I can even say that, but well, that's why all these organizations created by men always comes to naught, right? Because Yahweh Shai has to do the saving and delivering. All right, it's not our job to do that. His name is Yahweh Shai. He saves, he delivers. So we have to wait upon him. Isaiah 35 and 4. Isaiah 35 and 4. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your power will come with vengeance, even the Most High with a recompense. He will come and save you. Right, and that's another thing. The kingdom of heaven is not for everybody. Because Some people want to get saved, Jay want to get saved, but they don't want to put the other nations, the Edomites, into captivity, right? They don't want to pay this devil, I double what they did unto the children of Israel, the holy people. So they both go hand in hand. You have to want both. I you have to want to be saved and everything that comes with the whole idea and foundation of being saved out of this place. All right, because it's not just being saved. All right, we're going into a kingdom to rule the nations with a rod of iron. Right? It's a lot again. Throat kind of irritated. Isaiah 59 and 17. It says, "For he put on righteousness as a breastplate and an helmet of salvation upon his head. And he put on the garments of vengeance for clothing and was clad with zeal as a cloak." Right? So he's coming with that salvation in his wings. All right. His mind is set on coming recover his people, the children of Israel. That's why he got the helmet of salvation upon his head. And he put on the garments of vengeance for clothing. Right? So he's wearing vengeance. He's going to wear vengeance. And to back that up, right fast, Isaiah 63. Isaiah 63 and start at the top, verse 1. "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra, a chief city of Edom, which is the so-called white people? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save." All right, and those dyed garments going into the blood that he's going to shed when he gets back, when he cracks the cloud and comes to save his people. Verse 2, "Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?" Right? That's that vengeance on his clothing. "Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?" Right? Because when you tread in the wine fat, you stepping on grapes, and when it gets on your clothes, it looks like it's red. All right, it looks like blood. Verse 3, "I have trodden the winepress alone." Right? So this is personal, O Yahushua. "And of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment." Right? Showing you that the deliverance has to come with bloodshed of the heathen nations, chiefly Esau, Edom. Once again, it says, "For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come." Right, so this is heavy on the most on our Lord's mind. The day of vengeance is in his heart. All right, so he can't wait to get back and recover us. All right, and take vengeance for these devils furthering our affliction. All right. And for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. I want to look at that word redeemed. This is that word redeem. In the online etymology, it says deliver from. I'm getting straight to the point. Also, it says deliver from sin and spiritual debt. What else he got in here? It literally says rescue, deliver, save. All right, so when Yahweh Shai comes back, all right, that's what's on his mind. The deliverance of Israel, all right, in the judgment of Esau, Edom, and the rest of the other nations. Get a couple more and get out of here. Joel chapter 2 and 32. It says, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord had said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call." Right. So we have to wait upon and call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai in order to be delivered from this captivity. And not only call upon that name, I live by the guidance through the spirit of that power. All right, that name holds power, and we must follow it. And that's the only way we're going to get out of here and get saved from our enemies. Because if we're not, all right, then we just be devoured. But yeah, I ended right there. That was pretty much the point. So hopefully this quick lesson was straight and to the point and edifying to the ear. I want to give infinite honors and praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kagodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. Shalom.